Hey guys, and welcome to a video on alts in BDO. So, in BDO, you start off with a fairly large amount of character slots. I believe it's something like 8 or 9. And getting more character slots isn't too difficult as long as you continue to play. As for most character releases, all the way up to Lawn, they were giving out character slots for 1 loyalty. And with Lawn, it's become character slots at a very discounted Pearl price. So, the importance of alts in BDO is actually pretty high. The importance of having alts compared to other games, though, is a little different. In a game such as World of Warcraft or Guild Wars 2, you would have alts so that you could maximize more professions, play different characters and styles in endgame content, or just to mess around with. In BDO, you would have more alts for none of those purposes unless you really wanted to invest a lot of money in raising another character up to endgame. That's because raising characters up to endgame in BDO is very difficult, and so most players only stick to one main character. For me, it's my Dark Knight and my Musa, who's bid at 58. So, in BDO, leveling alts is not that important, but having alts is very important. So there's a few main things that alts are used for in BDO. The first is as energy slaves. Every character you have has their own energy pool. Contribution points are shared across your entire family. Your maximum energy pool size is also shared across your entire family. But your character's individual energy is unique to that character, and all characters will regenerate energy at a rate of 1 energy for every 30 minutes while they're offline. They regenerate at 1 every 3 minutes while online, and that rate can be improved. So there's a few different things you can do with your energy alts, or energy slaves as some people like to term them. The Night Vendor is one of the best. Unfortunately, it is not quite nighttime yet, so I can't roll them. You can roll workers by running to the worker. So in Heidel City, the worker is just next to the storage. You can also use them for gathering, so if you really need logs or rough stones, you can have your alts go out and gather them for you. There's quite a few different energy things you can do in Black Desert that having multiple alts so that you can use them as energy slaves is a great idea to do. Then there are boss alts. So boss alts are alts that you leave at a boss so that when that boss spawns, you can instantly just switch over to your alt no matter where your main is and start killing the boss to try and get boss loot. Zarka boxes, dandelion boxes, whatever. You need boss loot, you can leave your alt at your favorite boss and just have it with decent gear, and it will allow you to kill the boss. For me, my current and only boss alt is a level 50 wizard who I leave over at Zarka. Whenever Zarka spawns, I log onto my wizard and I just kind of spam magic missile at him until he dies, with the occasional higher level spell thrown in. So boss alts are a great idea just because no matter where you've left your main, if your main's grinding out in Valencia, for example, and you need to get back for Coranda, if your main is fishing the Margoria Sea and you need to get over for Kutum or Nuver, having a boss ult is one of the best ideas you can do. And boss ults are pretty easy to make. You only really want to hit about 50-ish with a range class such as a ranger or a wizard who can just spam the same skill over and over again until the enemy dies. If you have your main as a witch or a wizard or a ranger, making a second copy of that and just bring them to 50 and giving them old gear such as a prior dual green staff you've got is an easy way to gear them up. They don't really need armor because your entire goal is not to get hit, it's just to hit the boss. Although getting their AP as high as possible is beneficial, especially with the new boss changes, as you do want to be at least in the top 90% of damagers to the boss to get good loot. Apart from boss alts, life skill alts are another big thing that you can do. So a life skill alt is an alt that's dedicated to a single life skill. Now this isn't like World of Warcraft or other games where that alt is doing that life skill because you're locked into 1 or 2 crafting professions on a single character. This is because, same reason as the boss alt, if you're grinding on Valencia and you want to fish at the Velia hotspot overnight, or you want to cook and idle overnight, or maybe all your processing stuff in the Calpheon, then having an alt means that you will save yourself 15 to 20 minutes every night just not running over to set up your fishing or your processing or whatever operation you do for AFK funds. My Musa is one of my main characters, but he is also my fishing alt. Artisan 1 fishing, not very high, but high enough. My DK is both my main and my processing character, as well as my cooking character, as she has the most weight. My Musa has the most inventory slots, which is why he's the fisher. And then most of my alts I try to get at least a decent gathering level so that they can use magical tools, and if I ever need rough stone or logs, I can just go on all my alts in succession and go out and equip a magical tool and farm for those materials. Now, the final type of alt that I think is relevant and important to note is an auction alt. So I'm not sure if he's still there, but Road to 400 over here, I've been leaving in front of the Heidel auction house. And this is because while I do have marketplace maids will not help you if you are out in a different region. If I'm in the Calpheon region, then my 400 million or so in Heidel is totally useless to me unless I get back to Heidel. So having an alt that you can log into and not just use your marketplace maid. So I haven't left him there, so I've got to get him back over there. Having an alt that you can log into and just be right at the auction place right away, so the marketplace, is a good idea, as that means you can log in and instantly bid on whatever item may have come up. Not sure if there are any notifications for anything decent. No, there's nothing good right now that has come up in the last 15 minutes, but if, for example, a pearl item that I really wanted to come up and for some reason I didn't have the 30 million required for the costume or whatever, I could log into him, instantly jump over, and see if I could still bid on it. So those are the types of boss alts and just alts in general you can create in Black Desert. The most important, in my opinion, is alts as energy slaves, just because energy is very important in Black Desert. Rolling the Night Vendor, rolling for workers, rolling pretty much anything that you can roll with energy, as well as using them for gathering, are all very beneficial to your account progress as a whole. And having more alts means you have more shots at everything. More shots at more workers, more shots at more items from Night Vendor, and more shots at getting logs, rough stones, you name it, from gathering. Anyways, guys, I hope this video is helpful to you. Subscribe if you liked it, and have a good one.